Hey everyone! Today, we're cruising down the Seine River in Paris. Check out the sights as we glide by, iconic landmarks, stunning bridges, and some of the best people-watching spots in the city. Life along the Seine is so lively and picturesque, from locals relaxing on the riverbanks to the beautiful architecture all around. Let's soak in the vibe of Paris together. We've just arrived at our boat departing spot, right near the iconic Eiffel Tower, and now we're off. As we start the cruise, you can catch a glimpse of the Louvre in the background, one of the most famous landmarks in Paris. While we're taking in the views, here are 5 fun facts about the city. First, did you know Paris is called the City of Light? It's not just because of its beautiful illumination, but because it was one of the first cities in Europe to install streetlights. Second, the Louvre is actually the largest art museum in the world. It holds over 35,000 works of art, including the famous Mona Lisa. Third, there are more than 30 bridges that cross the Seine, each with its own unique story and design. The oldest one, Pont Neuf, has been around since the 1600s. Fourth, Paris wasn't always called Paris. Back in Roman times, the city was known as Lutetia. And lastly, the Eiffel Tower we're departing from today was originally meant to be temporary. It was supposed to be taken down after 20 years, but it was saved thanks to its use as a radio tower. Now let's sit back and enjoy the ride as we float down the Seine. We're now passing under Pont Neuf, which, despite its name, meaning new bridge, is actually the oldest bridge in Paris. Here are some interesting things about it. First, Pont Neuf was completed in 1607, making it over 400 years old, and it was the first stone bridge in Paris not covered by houses. Second, it was revolutionary for its time because it was the first bridge in Paris to have sidewalks, allowing pedestrians to safely walk across. Third, Pont Neuf connects the right and left banks of the Seine and also gives access to Ile de la Cité, one of the oldest parts of Paris. Fourth, the bridge is decorated with 381 stone faces, known as mascarons, each one uniquely carved with grotesque and comical expressions. And lastly, Pont Neuf is featured in countless paintings, movies, and books, making it a timeless symbol of Parisian life. It's incredible to pass right beneath such a historic piece of Paris. Unfortunately, the camera angle is fixed, but right now we're passing by the iconic Notre Dame, which is currently under restoration. Even with the construction, you can still see those two towering columns standing tall. It's truly a spectacular sight. Here are 3 things you might not know about Notre Dame. First, it took nearly 200 years to build, starting in the 12th century and completed in the 14th century. That's a long history in every stone. Second, the cathedral is home to one of the world's largest organs, which has over 8,000 pipes and has survived through many significant events. And lastly, Notre Dame's iconic bell, named Emmanuel, weighs over 13 tons and has been ringing for over 300 years. Even with the repairs, Notre Dame continues to be one of Paris's most treasured landmarks. As we continue cruising along the Seine, here are 5 interesting facts about this famous river. First, the Seine stretches an impressive 777 kilometers, winding through Paris before flowing into the English Channel at Le Havre. Second, it's considered the heart of Paris, with many iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and Notre Dame right along its banks. Third, there are over 37 bridges crossing the Seine in Paris, and the oldest, Pont Neuf, dates all the way back to 1607. Fourth, the Seine has been crucial for trade and transport for centuries, and even today, it's still used for shipping and, of course, tourism. And finally, in 1991, the banks of the Seine in Paris were named a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognizing their rich cultural and historical importance. Look, we're passing by the magnificent Musée d'Orsay. Here are 5 interesting things about this incredible museum. First, the building wasn't always a museum. It was originally a train station, built in 1900 for the World's Fair in Paris. Second, the museum is home to the largest collection of Impressionist and Post-Impressionist masterpieces in the world, featuring works by Monet, Van Gogh, Degas, and many more. Third, the iconic clock on the facade is a leftover from its days as a train station and is still one of the most recognizable features of the museum. Fourth, the museum's collection spans the years 1848 to 1914, bridging the gap between the Louvre's classical art and the modern works at the Centre Pompidou. And lastly, one of the most famous pieces inside is Van Gogh's Starry Night over the Rhone, which you can see up close when you visit. Enjoy the view as we pass by this amazing piece of history. Looking into the distance, you can see the Palais Bourbon, home to the French National Assembly. Here are 3 interesting things about it. First, the Palais Bourbon was originally built in the early 18th century as a residence for Louise Françoise, the daughter of King Louis XIV. Second, since 1798, it's been the meeting place for the French National Assembly, where key decisions about the country's laws and policies are made. And lastly, the building's neoclassical facade, which you can see from here, was actually added later to match the look of the nearby Madeleine Church, creating a harmonious architectural style along the river, a truly impressive sight as we continue along the Seine. For those of you cruising with us, you might notice the vibrant lights of Rosa Bonheur sur Seine. This lively spot is more than just a bar and restaurant. It's a popular cultural venue located on a boat moored on the Seine. Here are a few interesting things about it. First, Rosa Bonheur sur Seine is named after Rosa Bonheur, a renowned 19th century French artist known for her animal paintings and sculptures. Second, the venue offers a unique atmosphere with its charmingly decorated boat, blending Parisian elegance with a relaxed bohemian vibe. And lastly, it's a great place to enjoy live music, DJs, and special events, all while taking in stunning views of Paris along the river. It's definitely a highlight of the Seine's vibrant nightlife. And here we are. You can see the magnificent Eiffel Tower in the distance. Here are some fascinating facts about this iconic landmark. First, the Eiffel Tower was completed in 1889 as the entrance arch for the 1889 Exposition Universelle, World's Fair, held to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. Second, it stands 324 meters tall, making it the tallest structure in Paris. It held the title of the world's tallest man-made structure until the completion of the Chrysler Building in New York in 1930. Third, the Eiffel Tower is painted every 7 years to protect it from rust. It requires about 60 tons of paint and takes around 15 months to complete the job. And lastly, the tower has 3 observation decks offering stunning views of Paris. The highest deck provides a panoramic view that spans up to 70 kilometers on a clear day. If you haven't noticed already, there are rings on the Eiffel Tower. These colorful rings are part of the Paris 2024 Olympics emblem, celebrating the city's role as the host for the 2024 Summer Games. The Eiffel Tower is proudly adorned with these rings as a symbol of Paris's excitement and readiness for the event. Paris will host the Olympics for the third time in history, with previous games held in 1900 and 1924. The 2024 Olympics will bring a fresh and dynamic experience, featuring new sports and a strong focus on sustainability and inclusivity. The rings on the Eiffel Tower represent the unity and global spirit of the Games, as athletes and visitors from around the world come together to celebrate sports and culture. It's a thrilling time for Paris, and these rings are a vibrant reminder of the city's Olympic legacy. Unfortunately, we didn't cruise further down the Seine today, but if you continue west along the river, you'll eventually reach the Statue of Liberty, Paris. Here's a bit about this fascinating landmark. The Statue of Liberty, Paris is a smaller replica of the famous Statue of Liberty in New York City. It was a gift from the American community in Paris to celebrate the centennial of the original statue in 1886. This replica, standing on the Îlot Cygni, faces west toward its American counterpart, symbolizing the enduring friendship between France and the United States. It's not just a beautiful sight, but also a significant piece of history, representing freedom and democracy. The Paris version stands at about 11.5 meters tall, which is a fraction of the New York statue's height, but still impressive. So, if you have the chance to explore further down the Seine, the Statue of Liberty, Paris is definitely worth a visit.
just to recording.
here we are at the end of our unforgettable riverboat cruise. We enjoyed a fantastic three-course dinner while taking in the breathtaking sights of Paris. If you ask me, this experience was definitely worth it. The views were nothing short of spectacular, and the company was simply delightful. From gliding past iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and Notre Dame to savoring delicious food with a perfect backdrop, it was a truly memorable evening. If you're visiting Paris, I highly recommend adding a riverboat cruise to your itinerary. It's a wonderful way to see the city from a unique perspective and indulge in some local cuisine. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel adventures and tips. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and I can't wait to share more amazing experiences with you.